cucumbers. La 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 la. Hey!
What's the matter?
My radishes. Some are gone.
Don't look at me like that. I didn't do anything.
So who did do this?
Well,
It was him. I saw him eating one.
well, maybe I did have a couple, but that's it. Anyway, there were already some missing.
Aw, you fibber.
Yeah, it's true.
You didn't have permission. They're not yours. Oh, come on. It's not so bad. They're just radishes, you know?
Oh, dear. But you haven't heard the story of the king's cucumbers.
What is that?
It takes place right here, in Cambodia, in the beautiful city of Angkor, where the king wants to keep everything for himself.
So someone stole his cucumbers?
Something like that. You'll see. Are you coming for the story, or are you going to stay stuck over there? The king's cucumbers. In a land far, far away, there's a beautiful city called Angkor. A long, long time ago, it was a city full of riches. The king of Angkor at the time was a very fat man. Every day, he would send his servants out across the lands, telling them to bring him back the most succulent meats, freshest vegetables, and the sweetest, most delicious cakes. He would get mad if he didn't get offered a different dish every day. Trasak works as a gardener in the royal palace. The king never paid him any mind because Trasak tends flowers, and the king doesn't eat flowers. Trasak's flowers are the most beautiful and most perfumed of the region. Their wonderful scent reaches all the way up to Indra's window, the king's daughter. One morning, Indra wakes up very early while everyone else is still sleeping. On tippy toes, she goes downstairs. Trasak is very surprised to see the princess. He takes her for a tour of the flower garden.
Ooh la la, I think they're gonna kiss and everything. Be quiet.
Trasak holds the princess close and says, "I will show you something that you've never seen before." He lifts up a leaf to show off the green, shiny vegetable. It's a new cucumber variety. I created it, and I would like you to be the first to taste it. He slices off a lovely piece, which he holds out for Indra. It's delicious, exclaims Indra. I've never tasted anything so good before. Trasak, you're an amazing gardener. Suddenly, they hear a loud voice entering the garden. My daughter with a gardener? Unheard of. Guards, take this scoundrel away.
Why does he want him arrested? He hasn't done anything bad.
Because in those days, a gardener couldn't be seen with a princess in public.
Exactly right. But Trasak isn't just any ordinary gardener. You'll see what I mean. Trasak is condemned to death and awaits his execution.
Oh, no!
Stop it! Cried Indra. It's not his fault. Leave him alone. She throws herself at her father's feet and offers him a cucumber. Taste it. Then you can judge whether to have the gardener executed. The king brings the cucumber to his mouth. It's crunchy and soft at the same time.
Like your radishes.
How would I know? I haven't even tasted them yet.
Free the gardener and bring him directly to me. From now on, you will cultivate only cucumbers. They are all for me only. You will not give them to anyone else.
Even the gardener is not allowed to eat them.
From that day on, the entire garden is planted with cucumbers. Throughout the realm, everyone is talking about the marvelous cucumbers. But one day, the inevitable happens. Thieves came and stole from the gardens.
Well, that would teach him not to share.
When the king realizes he was missing one cucumber, then two, then three, his tantrum is terrifying. He calls Trasak and tells him, "You're responsible. Kill the thieves."
Kill them? Over a cucumber? That's a bit much, don't you think?
Life has become very difficult for Trasak. He doesn't see Indra anymore and he can't sleep because he's keeping watch on the cucumbers day and night. He's exhausted. A noise wakes him up in the middle of the night. A shadow appears, but he is so tired, all he can do is throw his spear towards the thief to frighten him. Ugh! He hears a dull thud, like someone fell. Trasak begins to worry, so he heads carefully off into the middle of the field. It's the king!
Oh no! If he does that, he'll surely lose his head.
Not so fast, Butterfly. The story isn't finished yet. In those days, only the king could condemn someone.
But the king is dead.
The royal elephant is quickly summoned. In those days, custom dictated that it was the elephant's job to choose the next king. The elephant arrives, waving his trunk left and right. He gravely passes over each of them. The silence is deafening. He stops still in front of Trasak. A sign from the heavens. There's absolutely no doubt. But one condition must be met before a commoner can become the king of Angkor. He must marry the daughter of the previous king. Trasak looks up to the window all the way at the top so he can see Indra, and he replies smiling, "I accept." And so, this is how a gardener became king of Angkor.
I'm so sorry, Fanny. In fact, I did eat your radishes.
We tried to resist.
But they were so good!
We were silly. We should have asked you before we took them.
Well, yeah. Because I am not like the king of Angkor. I like sharing.
Thank you, Fanny.
Thank you, Fanny.